What's up, survivors? Welcome back. And how are we doing today? All right, guys, we are going to be doing some quick short snips and cut-ups from my live stream of reaction to CitizenCon this year of 2024. So if you happen to have missed it and want to find it in a small, easily digestible doses, feel free to go through and check them all out. So before we get started here, I'd also like to say that if you are a new, returning, or veteran player looking for a home, my organization, 12 Blades International, is recruiting for all types of players of all different types of play styles. You can find more information down below about our organization, as well as links to our Discord and the forms for application to join up for now until we get something more permanent in game. Well, let's get started. Come on, show us our ships.
Oh, I was gonna do something really embarrassing. All right, John Crew, you're saved. Come on out, John Crew.
Show us our ship on a store.
You're lucky they didn't wait. You're lucky they didn't wait. Cheers, Mom.
Hi, everybody. It's good to see you all again. Love you too. Excited to be here. In case you don't know me and you weren't listening to Jared there, which I do quite a lot, my name's John Crew. I'm the vehicle director.
These guys deserve the biggest
My name's Ben Curtis. I'm the vehicle art director.
Awesome work that makes people horny for these ships.
Yep.
And the clicker is not working.
Uh-oh.
Oh. So if you've got technical difficulties...
Just had to be during the frickin' ship part.
You have to do a dance, John.
Does that look like a Pioneer to you?
There we go.
There we go. We're good.
Up
Right.
there, yeah, kind of.
So,
That's a Pioneer.
today we're going to be talking about vehicles to build your universe. And for those of you that watched the previous presentation, which is awesome about base building and crafting, you should be familiar with the
Just say it.
construction grav cart.
Oh, dick.
And you've seen how this works. You might be wondering, well, if I've got this, why do I need some vehicles to do things? I know there's going to be some of you that will be perfectly prepared to go push this thing hundreds of kilometers out of the garages at New Babbage. But realistically, you're going to need a ship to put it in. It can't carry supplies by itself, so you're going to need to put supplies in the ship, move them. And it has small drones. And that's the key aspect there. It has 2 small drones on board. And drones all have sizes.
Okay, so yeah, basically everything you're going to be building in Star Citizen has its size class. A lot of you are familiar with how we class our ships and a lot of other things in our game. So it ranges from small all the way up to large and extra large. And our drones kind of fall into those classes as well. But what does it really mean, the difference between what's a small drone, what's a large drone, what's a larger than large and extra large, and so on. And basically, a medium drone, for example, can build any structure up to a medium size. So it can build smalls, mediums, and it will be able to build small structures faster than what a small drone would. So the size makes difference depending on how big you want to go. But the drones also scale in they scale in numbers, in the, one drone can only make one structure at a time. So the grav cart's got 2 drones on it, so it'll be able to create 2 small structures. But a medium, or if you've got a vehicle that carries multiple drones, you can craft a lot more structures, a lot bigger sizes. And that's kind of really the key to kind of like the upgrade path through the kind of drone sizes. So we've had a look at the small. So what's next? What do you want to build? A medium.
There it is.
So I know some of you have already seen it.
Yep.
But this is the CSV from Argo.
They already hinted at it. And
So
leaked
launching
it.
today is the very first ground vehicle from Argo, the Construction Support Vehicle, CSV. So this specialized chassis is developed to take on all the conditions on all our planets. It's a little rugged beast that really does just go everywhere. And if you're constructing a new settlement, there's 2 things you need. You need drones to build it, you need supplies to supply the drones to build it. And that's why the CSV comes in 2 variants. So we have the CSV FM, which stands for Fabrication Module. So this has 2 medium drones on board, And we built it to fit in as many vehicles as we could practically get it to fit in. So it fits in vehicles from a Cutlass Black upwards. It's approximately, and everyone always asks me, what ship fits in what? And I lose track of it all the time. It's about the size of a Tumbrel Cyclone. So if you can put a Cyclone in a vehicle, you can put one of these in it. Obviously, 2 medium drones on board, and then it has an internal storage tank for resources. So it has a very small version of a freight elevator built into the back of it. So you feed it 1 SCU crates, it absorbs them into the holding tank on board, and then the drones will come back to the vehicle to refill. And it also has a size 0 serial generator on board for a bit of added protection. What happens when you run out of resources? This is where the CSV SM for supply model comes in. So the second CSV-based vehicle in the game, and this has a traditional 4 SCU cargo grid on the back. So 4 1 SCU boxes, 2 2 SCU boxes, 1 4 SCU box. Depending on what you buy, you can use this to bring it and move it around. So this is the perfect companion vehicle to the CSV FM. Said that. Shield generator as well. Moves about 28 meters a second. I could not, my brain is fried. I can't remember what that is in miles per hour or kilometers per hour. And it is available right now to drive in SC Alpha 324.2. Available at playerc.csv.
Nice, nice.
So now,
Show us the Galaxy.
let's take a little closer look at the vehicle, and Ben's going to go through it.
Fuck you. We get it. It's a small little vehicle.
Okay, so what we're seeing here is the in-game version of the CSV. It's complete with its 4 SCU of cargo up on the rear. And I think the CSV kind of really builds on what Argo is known for as a manufacturer. It's got those kind of like really kind of hard industrial looks, and I think it helps it kind of feel at home on any build site. All of its components are easily accessible. And I think the exterior is like real dominating factor. It's those kind of large all-terrain wheels. And then that's kind of backed up by just simple, smooth, sleek lines. We've got the front-loaded cab that puts all the controls kind of right in the kind of where the player needs them. And I think that's one of the keys to the ship as a whole, or the vehicle as a whole, sorry, is it's simple, it's purposeful, it's functional. And I think that just kind of just helps it to kind of feel part of that Argo family.
Gets one tapped. Bam!
Oh!
There it is.
No, it's not.
But what if you want to go bigger?
That's the Starlancer.
Bigger?
Bigger.
Oh, it is the Starlancer.
Okay. So, introducing the Starlancer family. So,
I thought it was going to be the Galaxy.
yeah,
They
the
kept
Starlancer is
saying
basically
it.
a whole new family of vehicles, from MISC, and these are covering a range of different roles. Today, we're going to be talking about the first 3, which are the build, which kind of makes sense.
Starlancer
and that
build,
basically
tactical,
is for all
and
your
max.
large structural construction needs. We have the TAC, which is going to be for people that want a little bit more defensive or offensive excursions in our universe. And then we have the MAX, which is a dedicated hauler, but it can still pack a bit of a punch. So we're going to take a bit of a closer look at all of them today. We're going to start off with the build.
So this is the Starlancer build from the outside. The key thing to take away here is you'll see it has the drone bays on each side, and then it has the drone resupply arms for allowing the drones to come back and resupply.
No, we barely see it because it was
Inside
blurred
that room,
out.
you have the drone control center. So you have a single station inside, and this is where you control all your drones from, much like Luke showed you in the previous presentation. So there are 2 large drones held on each side of the room, so 4 large drones in total. And then there are 2 filler stations right at the front here, and these each hold 16 SCU of capacity, which can then go and load the internal resource tank to feed the drones. Drones that will then be deployed out of their little secret garages, and they go off and do what you've asked them to do. When they need to resupply, they'll come back, sit on these arms, suck up their resources that they need, carry on their day. That's the really important thing here, is that all these base building vehicles have enough storage on board to supply your drones. Obviously, if you're going to build a million things on your base, you're going to run out. But we want you to be able to have these vehicles and have knowledge that you're not going to be doing endless cargo runs
basically.
initially to build your foundation, your base. You'll be able to build your base and have storage on that eventually, but these all get you going in the short term. So let's have a quick go over the stats. It holds 4 large construction drones. It's 83 meters long, 52 meters wide, 15 tall. Saw lots of rumors and chatters that people thought this was freelancer size. It is not. It is significantly larger than the Constellation and Corsair. It's almost 600i in size, so it is a big ship. 2 S4 guns for the pilots, 16 missiles, remote turrets, and then 128 SU of cargo capacity in the build specifically. But what if you don't want to build stuff? What if, like me, you just want to burn stuff and destroy stuff?
Real fighting ship.
So introducing the Starlancer TAC. So like I say, this is designed to be a bit more aggression into the verse. So I think the first thing you're going to notice is the dual man size 5 turrets. Now these give much better kind of broadside coverage from any of the other variants. And then on top, we also have like a dedicated hangar that has been specifically designed to fit a Mirai Fury inside. And I'm sure we will see plenty of other ships try to be fitted inside.
Successful or not.
Successful or not.
And I think John's going to run you through the interior now.
So yeah, let's have a look over the TAC from outside
got
to
a
in.
lot of guns.
This is the TAC in its default paint, so sort of military drab grey. Then internally, obviously Ben talked about the size 5 turrets. Then we have some drop seats behind, and these are on a deployable ramp, so you can do some ground assault. They will drop out, down. If you're doing a bit of ground assault, chances are someone's probably going to get injured, so there is an onboard medical facility directly behind there with 2 Tier 3 medical beds.
Not bad.
Upstairs, obviously, there's the Fury hangar. Behind that is engineering. And then forward of the hangar is the refactored habitation and mess hall area, which is specific to the TAC, just because there's so much other stuff crammed in there. We had to redo the upstairs of it, basically, to fit that in. And we'll go over the more normal layout shortly.
Okay, so yeah, to sum up, I think the TAC's obviously going to bring a lot more firepower from the other variants. Its shield's been boosted up to two size 3 shield generators. It's got the med bay with the Tier 3 med beds, drop seats, it's got a hangar, and it's still able to carry up to 96 SCU of cargo. And you can secure yours today by going to play.se/Starlancer.
Not on the regular website. Not on the site yet.
They did say today. They didn't say right now, though.
No, okay. It's just weird they're giving a different address. The Robert Space Industries website.
I got to get up and answer the door in a minute. Fire, 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 fire. Not a big fan of the design of the Starlancer, though, but it looks really cool.
Looks like a chubby freelancer.
Pretty much. It's the daddy freelancer. It's a nice cargo deck. Oh, look at that quantum boost. That was cool. And Nyx. Oh, they going down to the new loading docks? Oh, well, they sneaked it.
Like people ever walk around in regular clothes in this game.
Well, you will be.
Not when out in space.
Built for life.
Okay, so I think you kind of hopefully agree that was a pretty great kind of trailer for the Starlancer MAX. And as you can kind of see, we're just putting the finishing touches on that now. So yeah, we're just getting it all done, all ready for its launch at IAE.
Oh, wow, it is dropping.
We will take a little bit of a closer look at it now.
I did not expect them to drop it that
I think
fast.
the Starlancer kind of really fully encapsulates Misk's kind of ability to create beautiful ships. It's got this bulbous design that really helps to kind of convey its underlying structure and its underlying strength. I think when the engineers were trying to kind of put this together, they were thinking about what's useful, what's great, and one of the things that we thought about was this deployable cargo grid that just brings the cargo down to the ground, makes it much easier for loading and unloading. And they also wanted to put the crew, they wanted to put what was important for them. So they've added a lot of windows out so the crew can see out into the verse, and it's one of the things that we know people like, is being able to have these kind of little windows out into space. And then above the kind of main habitation area, we've got these big skylights, and they just allow kind of like more natural light to cast down into the cruise area. For a bit more protection, you've got 8 size 3 missiles up front, and then a further 8 on top. And these are backed up by a set of size 4 remote turrets, both front and rear, that give good topside coverage. And then finally, when we get to the front, you'll see we have a further set of size 4 gimbaled weapons. And again, these just kind of help to fill in those blind spots. I think as a whole, the engineers or Misk have done an exceptional job in creating a vehicle that kind of fully encapsulates the functionality needed, while still ensuring that the crew's kind of well-being and livelihood is protected. It's all in a package that kind of really dominates the sky, and I think it really shows off Misk's ability to deliver kind of quite beautiful ships.
Right, so don't worry, this is not an Origin 404 moment happening here. So let's have a look inside the Starlancer MAX now. So, love it or hate it, we love it. The Misk traditional letterbox view is back. At the front of the ship, you have the pilot, co-pilot seat with 2 support stations at the rear. These are the ones that control the remote turrets by default. Then behind that, we have the escape pod room. 4 escape pods, 4 crew. And then behind that, we have the traversal. It's sort of a traversal room. It has a lift, goes between the 2 floors of this ship, and goes to the exterior of the ship. And then a ladder for emergency backup. Behind that is the mess hall area, so nice shared communal space for you to relax with your crew. And then we move into the 4 individual crew rooms, each with double beds, so very luxurious for a spaceship, en suites for all. At the rear of this section, we have a further 2 lifts. These are just internal to go between the 2 decks of the ship. Then at the rear, we have the main engineering. So there are some components dotted around throughout the rest of the ship, but the bulk of your components and the engineering terminal are here at the rear of the ship. So that's upstairs. Let's go downstairs a little bit. We have the main vehicle entrance and cargo entrance for the rear section. This can be used as a garage, but it is also a cargo hold. Can fit vehicles up to an Ursa rover in size in here. And then on the MAX, we have, as you saw in the trailer, it's sort of 1 cargo lift that drops down, but it retains a walkway throughout the center of the ship. So regardless of whether your cargo is up, down, being loaded, you still have traversal front to back of the ship. Then we have the downstairs of the traversal room, which also features the airlock onto the ship. And then lastly, we have the armory at the front of the ship. So if you're coming on board, leaving via EVA, leaving via that front entrance to the ground, you can stop off here, suit up, get your weapons, do the reverse coming back. And that is the Starlancer MAX. So we'll quickly recap the stats. 224 SU of cargo, 128 on that ventral drop platform, 96 in the rear cargo area. It has 6 extra VTOL thrusters for all that extra mass that it's hauling. And it is available to pre-order now and will be flyable this IE at play.se Starlancer MAX. And if you pre-order now, before IE, you will get this exclusive sapphire paint, which is in the CitizenCon colors and looks super cool in my opinion. So, we have talked small drones, medium drones, large drones.